What up, y'all? Welcome back to World Class Lifestyle. Today we are back and we are reacting to Drake, The Heart, Part 6. The official audio. Let's get straight to it. Alright, y'all. So here we go. They just gonna keep it going, I guess. I mean, they ain't stopping. Kendrick dropped last and Kendrick dropped some hot shit, so this has to be crazy. So this The Heart Part 6. Don't Kendrick Lamar got like a series of songs called Heart? Something like that, The Heart. Okay, so Kendrick Lamar, okay, he got a Heart Part 5, but Drake dropped the Heart Part 6. Okay, I remember that reaction, because that was when he was changing faces and shit. I remember that. Okay, y'all go check out that reaction. Let's go.
Now let me see you prove it. Just let me see you prove it.
All right. Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in.
Hey, he said I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. I see both of y'all is dialed in the goddamn studio. Shit, y'all niggas going crazy. Y'all just keep dropping back to. I ain't never seen, whenever it come down to this, niggas usually typically stop after 2 or 3. These niggas got like, bro, 2 or 3. Maybe it'll go on to 4. Rare whenever I see 5. I ain't never seen 5. I don't think I've ever seen 5. You got, we ain't gonna call first person shooter a goddamn diss. So we got Like That, then you got Push Ups, then you got after Push Ups, what was it? Was it Euphoria? Yeah, Euphoria. Then he dropped another one. I think it was the 616 in LA. Then Drake dropped Family Matters. Then it was we at 6 right now. Then after Family Matters, it was Meet the Grams, and then it was that hard ass shit Kendrick dropped. What is it? They got Not Like Us, and now this is number 8. This is number 8, my nigga. What the? I have never seen no fucking this. These niggas just not gonna stop. They just locked into the studio, and I wonder how this will stop. I don't even have an opinion on how it will stop now. You know. Because I think Drake from the low key start dropping back to back now too. Because he's like, hey, Kendrick, you keep dropping back to back. And this seems like it's going to be a slower pace type of song. So Drake might drop some, like a club banger type shit too. Like how Not Like Us was. You know, hey. Shit.
All right.
My bad.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090.
Ooh, he said, hey, he said, where's the paperwork of the cabinet that is filed in? Like, hey, I thought I was a snitch. Where that shit at? You know, I think he said something like that in his last song too. Like, hey, you said that I was a snitch, but like, you know, they ain't got no fucking proof of that.
The proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns.
Hey, stand up, not fall down. Okay, and then, hey, he talking shit because he said all these, everybody you getting these stories from, they like, bro, come on, man. Pertinent. Hey, big ass word. Hey, shout out to Z.
Next, stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration.
Hey, he said something about a war general. My jacket is covered in medals. That's what them niggas be having.
Waited for this moment in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destiny.
Wait, so wait. See, this is some different type of shit right here. Drake was sitting back laughing. If this is true, then Drake was sitting back laughing. Because he just said that he planted that fake news. He pretty much just said that he planted that fake news that he had an 11-year-old daughter. He planted the fake news. And it was like, hey, let's put that shit out there. I bet that nigga gonna take that shit and he gonna use it. If when you plant something like that, like, all right, yeah, you can plant it, But then again, Drake, if you gonna plant something like that, you gotta be able to know how to flip it. I hope you flipping this some type of way other than, because maybe are you trying to say that Kendrick Lamar, he loses? Maybe the way that he gonna flip it is, this will make everybody look at Kendrick Lamar and be like, hey, you ain't got no credibility, because you just saying random shit. Drake and them made this shit up, and you just out here saying random shit. Anything somebody sends you, you just gonna get into a song and say. Maybe that's what he trying to use here. Kendrick. Kendrick. I ain't gonna even lie, because I stopped hearing Kendrick Lamar say stuff about, it's like whenever you say certain things, I feel like you have to keep it going. You gotta say it at least one time. Bring it up at least one time in a different way in the next diss. Not saying the same shit over and over and over and over a billion times and shit, but something deep like that gotta, it seemed like that shit was just a one-time thing, But hey, maybe it was just for that one song. I don't know, shit.
A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check.
Hey, see, damn. But my thing is, I seen Drake had posted up on his Instagram or some shit like that, and he was like, a daughter that's 11 years old. He said, now I have a daughter that's 11 years old. If I have a daughter, somebody bring her to me. Whenever you saying shit like that, that doesn't make it seem like you knew it was gonna happen. Because I seen he posted something like that, like, oh, now I have a daughter that's 11 years old. You should have just got, I ain't gonna say you should have got on his ass then, but you should have just sat back and put laughing emojis and typed in got him or some shit like that. The song is already out. You gotta put got him, because now whenever Drake, now I'm looking at you with your credibility. Are you lying? Because I seen a post or something that Drake had posted and said, he was like, now I have an 11-year-old daughter. Like now this is the next fake news that, but if you created it, then you would sit back and laugh, put some laughing emojis and be like, got him, or some shit like that, versus acting surprised that he said some shit like that, and saying, oh, bring my 11-year-old daughter to me. It ain't like Kendrick Lamar can take that shit down. Whatever you post on the internet, it's up there, especially whenever you got clout, fame, and all that shit, it's up there. So I don't know, Drake, I don't know.
Investigation is in a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation.
Hey, okay, so he's saying all of that shit that was in that goddamn cover art. Let's see what Drake says.
You use the jokes in the your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations?
Why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why ain't Kendrick denying them? Because whenever I was just talking to my brother about that shit, and I was just saying that if somebody says something like that about you, that's that harsh, talking about some, oh, you beat on your girlfriend or some shit like that, bro, you have to, no matter what, you can't just go, oh, I'm finna just make another song and I'm just gonna ignore it. No, nigga, because you gotta at least say no or something like that. Whitney, his girlfriend Whitney, or his wife, whatever the fuck, fiance, whatever the fuck she is, she need, at least if she trying to stay out of it, all right, cool, she can stay out of it. But I would at least think that Kendrick, he had to say something in a song to deny it. He didn't deny that shit at all. So that's why I think that that's some shit that's true, because I think he dropped 2 songs after Drake dropped that shit. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was the Meet the Grams, and then it was the what's the name? Oh, he said maybe he could say fake stories. It was some shit he said, something like, I think it was something like that. But it's just like, I believe Drake whenever he said that he did that, Kendrick did that to his fiance, because hey, Kendrick never denied it, like shit.
Bid on a speculation, you dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild.
Damn, he said, why is she following him and not Mr. Morale? Damn, so she following Dave Free, but she not following Kendrick.
When Dave Free and not Mr. Morale. You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving hard emotion.
Not shit. And then he finna say something about this goddamn shit right here. He finna say something about Dave leaving heart emojis on under her pictures. Ooh, I think he finna say Dave leaving heart emojis under her pictures now. It's just based on the rhyme scheme. I think that's what he finna say.
Mr. Morale, you haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos.
Epstein, bro, why the fuck? Bro, wait, what? Drake?
Let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected.
Epstein angle is the shit you expected. You don't say no shit like that, my nigga. You can't say that. Because if somebody calls somebody a fucking... Just say Epstein, we already... Look, listen, we not getting too deep into that shit. But if somebody... I'll keep this goddamn same premise, yeah. If somebody calls somebody a pedophile, you can't sit down and say, I expected you to call me a pedophile. Because why would somebody... That should just be something that... Bro, what? That's an L.
Months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came...
I like that shit. He said disdirect shit. You rather grab your pen and misdirect shit. That shit tough. And then he's saying you grab TikTok videos and shit. So it's pretty much probably TikTok was buzzing with Drake doing some crazy shit. And then, you know, he's saying, hey, you was just watching TikTok videos and shit.
Some disdirect shit. You rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me. I just made the whole connection.
Mother I Sober. I think that's the song. I think it's called Mother I Sober or some shit like that. Like, god damn. But Kendrick said in the I remember that song because I used to, like I told y'all, that Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers and shit. That's that shit. I fuck with that. But in that song, Kendrick, he said that his mom looked at him and asked if his uncle, from what I remember of the song, and I heard it a whole bunch of times, so I don't think I'm wrong on this. I think in the song, all Kendrick said was that his mom continued to look at him and ask him, and I think he was talking about family members continued to look at him and ask him if his uncle had, you know, did some things to him, you know, had raped him, you know what I'm saying? So, therefore, since I think that, Kendrick, in the song, Kendrick continued to say, no, you know, I told her no. She asked me, did he touch me? I told her no. He just kept saying, I told her no. Like, he, you know, I'm telling you no. And that's not what, you know, that's not really what happened and shit. So, you know, it's just something, I think it's just Drake just being Drake and shit. Because like I said, I remember that song. And I don't think he said, yeah, he actually did that shit. I don't think he ever said that. But people still have their speculations because they like, niggas could be lying, and I understand that, but it's just like, you know, I don't think Kendrick will put that shit out there. Maybe Kendrick will put it out there just for children who, you know, have been through some shit like that, so that they can be able to speak out and say something. But honestly, that's some crazy shit, and I don't think, no, Kendrick would do some shit like that. He would fuck around and say some shit like that. But if he loved his uncle, he wouldn't do that to his uncle, because that would burn so many bridges within the family. If Kendrick came out and was like, yeah, he did do it, and then, you know, so yeah.
Like, mother, I grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, I wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps, the shit you so obsessed with, is so excessive.
Hey, he said that's why these pedophile raps is something you so obsessed with. Damn. Drake, you gotta watch out the angle that you trying to come with right here, my nigga. No cap. You gotta watch the angle that you trying to come with. No bullshit, because people being molested and shit, that ain't nothing to, joke around about, So, like I said, he gotta watch the angle that he went too far, but he gotta stay within its borders. He gotta stay within the borders. He can't step out either way, cause this shit, niggas gonna cancel your ass with the. He ain't care. He don't care. Drake is Drake, but I'm just saying he seemed like he wouldn't wanna do that. He seemed like the type of person that wouldn't wanna fuck with that.
Don't neglect it. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with is so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young.
Hey, one thing that I will say is I think that I don't know, I think Drake is getting tired of it all, and he just like, hey, I'm just gonna drop this shit just to drop it. I see what he did too. The Heart Part 6, and then Kendrick The Heart. That shit tough. I like that. And then Dairy Free, yeah, okay. And what he said in the song too, okay. But yeah, I think Drake is getting tired of it. So I honestly think that Kendrick will be the last person to drop something, and then Drake might just be done unless Kendrick drops something that's crazy to the point where Drake like, oh shit, I gotta respond, So because I've been hearing, he said he was going on vacation in the other song, and then in this shit, he said something about like, I'm really getting tired, I don't even want to dish you no more, and it's just like shit.
Reflecting, I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for this shit you just.
That's cap, because like you just said, you way too famous for this shit. Like, bro, come on, man. No, that's cap. Drake, that's cap. If you were doing stuff like that, you would not have been arrested already. And you would probably be facing shit like all of that, but is P. Diddy arrested? It's just like it's crazy, and I get it, that's some shit, but the shit that went with Epstein, Stein, and all these niggas that's coming out with all these goddamn Nickelodeon shows with all these little kids coming out and saying shit that they grown now, but when they were younger they saying shit now. A lot of them niggas probably not arrested or behind bars or none of that shit right now because they doing investigations and shit. So I wouldn't say that, you would have been arrested because you got money. You wouldn't even allow them to arrest you. You wouldn't even allow that. You would be about the fucking country, which will make you look guilty as hell. But that's something that I would see him doing this shit because he just got so much fucking money. He could just leave and then, let people tarnish his name. So yeah, that's that shit. Yeah.
If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment, the shit's too intimate.
Dog said breeding resentment.
Got her pregnant, talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment, the shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas got.
Hey, and see, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Whenever it comes down to shit like this, right? Drake is doing this shit the 100% correct way that I expected motherfuckers to, like the angles that I expected motherfuckers to take. You have to sit down, and my headphones was about to die, and I ain't got the time to keep on hearing the I ain't got time for that shit. Fuck that. But Drake is taking a correct angle whenever it comes down to this shit. Like how I said that I felt like Kendrick should have taken the angle of sitting down and saying, at least say it one time, like, bro, no, that's not true. He didn't deny it, he didn't deny it directly or directly, whatever the fuck. He didn't deny it in that way, like straight up. He didn't say, bro, I would never fucking put my hands on her. He didn't deny that at all. All he said was pretty much something around the lines of, oh, lying about family, shit like that. Just look, from what I can remember, I don't know. But I don't even know if he did that. That's why I said I don't know. But he didn't really, deny it. Drake is on this motherfucker like, bro, don't fucking play with me. You're not even finna find my name on no goddamn sex offender list, no goddamn pedophile list, none of that shit, So I just feel like this is a part of the correct way to go by it. Not sitting down and just, oh, I'm just gonna let this fall by the wayside. No, because now you look guilty letting it fall by the wayside,
From both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you
cuz said you talking about A minor. He said, but niggas got a B sharp, and an A minor. It's just like, it's like music. It's like, I think it's like music beats and shit like that with the chords. It's all that type of shit that go into it. He said, you talking about A minor, but you got a B sharp, niggas.
Ain't no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the.
Bro, he keep going.
Who was
he said, you talking about B? Hold on.
it? You thought you left
D flat. Okay.
Mention an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major.
You thought you left D flat, D major. That's all like music. It got something to do with like, it's like I think it's like a certain frequency or some shit like that with music and shit. Cause I know whenever I be making beats and shit, it be having like those type of shits within it that you can get real technical with it, So yeah, it's something to do with that type of shit. I don't really know what it means and shit, but y'all can help me out down below. But yeah, all of that shit is grouped into the shits.
Sex offender list, easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby.
Do Rick Ross ear like that one flight from Malaysia. Oh shit! I think did I see something about Rick Ross? Rick Ross was into something. I need to look it. I'm finna look it up because I seen something about Rick Ross. I seen something that said Rick Ross jokes about Drake trying to take him out or something. Yeah, it was something crazy. Something crazy happened. Rick Ross jokes about Drake's involvement in DFW private jet crash. Plays into plane crash. Let's see. Drake shot my plane down. Plays into untrue rumors. My jet crashed. Drake OVO F-16 fighter jet just shot us down. This nigga playing. But no, yeah. So yeah, something like that had happened, and it was like I remember I seen it. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Hey, be smooth out here, my nigga. Goddamn. That shit crazy though. But yeah.
Sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no my screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never.
He said, only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. Okay, so he's saying then Bobby Brown, Whitney. Okay, got you. And he's saying he only fucking with he said he only fucking with like women that's older. He ain't doing no, young kids. He ain't doing none of that shit, okay?
I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the pay.
He said stop buying views and buy comments. So you saying, I don't think Kendrick Lamar, see, that's another false line. That's just something that a nigga can, use to rhyme with or some shit like that. Because I don't think Kendrick Lamar is buying views. Like, Kendrick Lamar gets views, my nigga. Like, that's some shit that, you should have just kept in the tuck. Because buying views is crazy, I don't think Kendrick Lamar doesn't care enough to buy. At least, I don't know Kendrick Lamar. But I would just look at, just my assumptions would sit. That's just like somebody looking at Drake and saying, Drake, you buying views. what? You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar is one of those artists where he drops every fucking 37 fucking years. So therefore, people gonna be like, damn, I need a classic album from Kendrick Lamar. He wait a billion fucking years, he drop an album. Of course that motherfucker gonna do some crazy numbers. J. Cole is a part of that shit too. Drake sometimes getting into that lane too, but Drake be dropping more consistently than those niggas. So it's just like, you know, them niggas with the Kendrick Lamar's, them two niggas will legit wait a billion years and then drop a fucking album, you know, a solo album, I would say, because I know J. Cole be doing little Dreamville shits, but I'm talking about solo, dolo albums that niggas, you know, no disrespect, but albums that niggas really want, you know. So people do want the Dreamville albums, but they want J. Cole's solo, dolo albums more. But so yeah, that's a pretty false statement. I don't think he buys his views, my nigga. Like shit.
Fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later.
Yeah. He said you could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. I feel like that's a goddamn bar, but I don't get it. I feel like it's a bar, but I don't get it. And then yeah, he said I don't give a fuck about your streaming data. Like, you getting all these motherfucking views, I do not care about it, you know. I just feel like it's just the consistency that's where Kendrick Lamar is beating him at. He beating him in consistency, and of course it's whoever drops last gets the last laugh. In a way, it just depends on what gets dropped last. Like this going up against that last song that Kendrick. That's why I said I think Drake is gonna drop twice. He gonna drop this and he gonna drop something else, and I think he gonna pull a Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar probably gonna drop his response, and Drake gonna drop right away, like 10 minutes after type shit. Like how Kendrick did him, I think he gonna do some shit like that so that niggas is not sitting down with Drake's shit for super fucking long. They're not sitting down with Drake shit for 12, 24 hours or some shit like that. Nah, nigga, you drop your shit, I'm gonna drop my shit right away. Right here, right now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Drake is waiting on. So I think he waiting on Kendrick to drop just so he can pull a Kendrick on Kendrick, and then boom. Now Kendrick shit don't even really get that much shine because Drake just dropped some. Watch this. He gonna drop some. The next shit that Drake dropped, I know he got something in the vault where it's gonna be like some head shaking shit where you can shake your head and shit like that. And be like, God, okay, God damn, you know what I'm saying? On some shit like that, you know. Not no. This shit is like a slower tone type of goddamn song, but it reminds me of Meet the Grams. How Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams, and right after that shit, he dropped the Not Like Us. You know, we can see similarities, and I think that's what Drake gonna do. He gonna play Kendrick game, and that's a big way that how you get the upper hand. Cause you know, people sit down with these songs and shit. People will sit down and listen to this shit for a little bit, but they not gonna sit down and listen to this shit as much as they goddamn Kendrick Lamar Not Like a song, because that's a motherfucking bop, you know. If Drake, I know Drake, he gonna drop a bop. He gonna drop something that'll, you know, make niggas go crazy and shit, and then boom, you know. So that's the way you do it. That's the way you do it.
Views and buy comments, you may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records, I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater, it feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of...
Damn, he said your album dropping soon, no wonder you turning clout chaser. And I just talked to my brother about that as well. I was thinking in my head, like, I don't think that, I think I was telling him that I don't think Kendrick Lamar is like that type of person that'd be like, oh shit, I'm finna drop an album right after this. He ain't like how Drake called him a clout chaser. I don't think that's what Kendrick will do. I think Kendrick will most definitely wait till this shit die down. Probably like a year. You know, if he was planning on dropping an album this year, Kendrick Lamar don't, like, man, he don't need no fucking status, like, no status update. No, it's Kendrick Lamar, my nigga. Niggas know who he is. Niggas know how he gets busy. Niggas know how he get down. I don't think he need younger rappers need shit like that, where they are doing shit to get clout, and then I'm finna drop an album. You don't know how many times I've seen shit like that. Nigga get a little tweet from a bigger artist and shit going at their neck, and then they drop an album that upcoming fucking Thursday night, which will be in Friday. You know, shit like that is just like, you know, I don't think Kendrick would do some shit like that.
Is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon. No wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit.
I'll see you when I see you. When I see you, yeah. Fantasia, okay. Gotcha.
Hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer.
I knew he was finna go there. That's why I paused it before he said it. I was like, and Whitney, when he said, and Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. I thought about it. It took me like 1 second, and then I was like, I started reaching for the, and then I was like, I didn't know he was gonna say that, but I knew he was gonna say something regarding that. And he said, trust me when I tell you that I hit you. When I tell you that I hit you back, it's a lot safer. This nigga, bro.
Hit me if.
Hey, that's the motherfucking line of the song. No cap.
Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah.
Is that a double entendre? This nigga, bro.
I promise. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator.
Drake, what you trying to say? Hold on.
Good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but
I like how you rhyming with the shit.
If I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that.
He said you got 10 more records to drop. What's wrong with that? I mean, like, bro, Drake, you can't keep up. What else you got going on, my nigga? Like, bro, you fucking, bro, what? You fucking, like, bro, don't complain. You like, so a billion niggas on earth that'll love to be in your position going head to head, you know, in competition. It's just like, that's just like LeBron James. Just say LeBron James and Michael Jordan played in the same era. And then Michael Jordan, y'all know how Jordan only played, like, people like to just only say the years that he played with the Bulls, but he played years with the fucking Wizards too. It's just like Michael Jordan looking at LeBron in year when they both were in year 13. Just say when they both were in their year 13, and then Mike Jordan look at LeBron and be like, "Damn, bro, shit, the way you hooping right now, it seems like you can go for another 10 years." And then Bron look at him like, "Yeah, hell yeah." And then Michael Jordan just sitting there like, "Damn, you ain't gonna slow up just a little bit, like, you know, so we can keep it fair." LeBron is the GOAT, just letting y'all know. But just so we can keep it fair, you know, you ain't gonna slow up a little. Bron like, "Nah, I'm nah, I'm not. What the fuck?" Why Jordan would never. So Drake, don't get in this motherfucker copping please, my nigga. I ain't liking that shit. Don't get in on here copping please, because that's what it seemed like you trying to do. You trying to sit there and be like, bro, you literally got 10 fucking disses ready to go. What the fuck is wrong with that, my nigga? All you sitting down and doing is making music. That's what the fuck you get paid to do. You get paid to do a whole bunch of shit. I get it, but you also get paid to make music. So and make good music. And then if you joined in on this, you know. Yeah, Kendrick dropped like that and shit, and went at your neck, but you decided to respond. I was watching DJ Academics react to the shits, which that nigga don't really be reacting for real. He be on bullshit, just sitting there shaking his head. I don't be liking them type of shits, so I kind of fell back on watching that nigga. But DJ Academics was like, this scene, he was like, this shit, he was listening to Kendrick Lamar shit. And then he was like, bro, this is the scene that in a movie that this shit reminds me of, and then it was the scene where it was Rush Hour, and it was the scene where Chris Tucker was like, he looked at Jackie Chan and he was like, "Why didn't you tell me this man rolls like this?" And he said, "You remember Jackie Chan?" He was like, "I did tell you." You remember that? So that's what Academics was like, bro, this nigga Kendrick is going at this nigga neck, like, bro, song by song. He just dropping. So Drake, don't be, like I said, don't cop please now, my nigga, because you jumped into this. There's no, oh shit, you got 10 more to drop, motherfucker. You better have 12 more to drop. Simple. This is how this shit goes. Because I think what Drake fell into with that goddamn Pusha T shit. I heard that, I didn't hear none of that shit with Pusha T and Drake. But I heard, what I did hear is that Drake never dropped. After Pusha T dropped his shit going at Drake never dropped his shit. Like when it ended. Drake never had a response back to Pusha T. He just allowed Pusha T shit to, just be. So I think that's why I said I don't want Drake to be copping no goddamn please, sitting down and saying, "Hey, bro, you forcing it. You got all of these songs to drop. I don't want to be doing this shit forever." So he wanted to have an expiration date, and then Kendrick like, "Bro, no, nigga, I'm fucking snapping on you. You shouldn't have did what you did." So Kendrick, upper hand, because if you drop 2 more and Drake don't drop shit, and Drake just run to Twitter and be like, "I'm done. I'm not fucking with this nigga no more. I'm done. I'm not doing this shit. This shit childish." Now it's childish. Now it's getting a little bit too prolonged. Nah, my nigga, this shit is entertaining for everybody. I'm pretty sure Kendrick Lamar ain't sitting there. He like, with the way, I didn't think Kendrick would go this fucking far, honestly. It's 8 diss tracks, my nigga, about both of them combined. I didn't think they would go this far, but it's just like, it seemed like Drake is getting fatigued, and it's like, nigga, no. What the fuck? You the type of artist where you don't get the chance to sit down and say you fatigued, because if you do, you lose. Do you want to lose? This is the only time that you real life get to compete, because niggas don't hop on songs with niggas no more. And then whenever niggas do hop on songs with niggas J. Cole / Drake, my motherfucking headphones just died. How the fuck both of them about to die and shit? But whenever niggas do hop on songs, shit, Drake's and J. Cole, whenever they do get on songs and shit, a lot of motherfuckers was saying J. Cole washed Drake in that goddamn first person shooter. I feel like they both did their motherfucking thing. I don't think it was completely washed, but they both did their thing up on there and shit. But whenever you do, you get a lot of niggas that was giving excuses and saying that was, "Oh, bro, he wasn't even really trying. He just wanted to make a good song, And shit, I probably was one of them ones at that fucking point. But you get a lot of excuses for that, because niggas don't be getting on tracks. I ain't gonna say no more, because I can't really think of a time in which niggas actually got on tracks. It was like, "Oh, I'm trying to tear your fucking head off," but it's just like, it's a lot of excuses. So nigga, this is your chance. Don't pull a J. Cole. I know you're not gonna apologize, Drake, but I'm sitting there saying, don't pull a J. Cole to the point where you sitting there trying to cop please and be like, "You know what? You got it." Because no, don't say you got it, nigga. Take it. The fuck?
And drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if he wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But
what you trying to say, Drake? Shit.
At least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, But just let me know when we're getting to the facts.
Hey, that is something that I heard too when I seen a comment and then it said something about Kendrick Lamar. It said something about, it was like, hey, if Kendrick could drop, it said something about like, if this is what gets me to listen to get new Kendrick Lamar music, hey, I'm here for it, And it was just like, damn, that's what happens when you're not as consistent, shit.
But just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor,
Okay. Well, that's the ending of that motherfucking reaction. I won't lie. It just seems like to end all of that out, I feel like I feel like Drake is, I don't know, I'm confused by the shits now. I feel like that the ending part made it seem like he not trying to fall back out of everything now. That's what it seems like. But it's just like, you say something, you say what you said, and then now you sitting there saying that, oh, you know, I'm waiting for facts. It makes it seem like he not trying to back out, but then again, it seems like he is, because he's just sitting there and saying, hey, I'm waiting for facts. Now, what if Drake is taking a goddamn thought process and saying, like, if Kendrick keep on dropping this bullshit and saying I'm a pedophile, I'm this, I'm that, and all this bullshit, like all these lies and shit, I'm not finna keep rapping with this nigga. And then that's when I think Drake can fuck around and lose. Because if you sit down and say you're not finna keep rapping with this nigga, and Kendrick is getting everybody up and grooving, and he dropped 1 to 2 more diss tracks on you, that's where you lose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can sit down and be like, oh, you fuck, bitch, I'm Drake. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. But, you know, this will be another L, because I heard the shit about with Pusha T, you know, where he, I ain't hear none of the shit with Pusha T and Drake, but I heard that with Pusha T, Drake never responded to the Pusha T diss that, you know, was out there. Or maybe I don't know, maybe he responded, but I heard that Pusha T was the last person to respond, you know. So, and Drake never responded to that, and I think that that's where you take L's at. Because if you sit down and you like, man, I'm not gonna respond to this nigga, fuck this nigga, you know, if you do shit like that, then you, especially after all of this has been 8 fucking diss tracks, my nigga. I counted them all up. 8 diss tracks going back and forth, going at each other and shit. And this is like, for you to sit down and say, like, you ain't even speaking facts, so I'm not even gonna keep rapping with you and shit. It's like, yeah, you could do that, but because you don't want to sit there and have to deny. But it's just like, you know, that's something that you got yourself into. You got yourself into that, Drake. So now, get yourself out of it by denying what he say. And then if Kendrick continues to go with the angle of pedophile, you know, shit, me personally, I'll get tired of it, because I'll be sitting there like, hey, my nigga, you literally keep saying this shit. He already said he not. So find some fucking proof that he did, or shut the fuck up. Because, you know, it's just like, so that I can be able to go look the shit up and be like, damn, Drake, you looking mad sus right here. What the hell you doing? You know, some shit like that. So that it's like I said, a lot more proof. He's asking for proof, so why not give it to him? It just seemed like Drake is he got the nigga spun the fuck up, where he's sitting there like where he's sitting there. I feel like he got him in a way. I feel like he does have him spun the fuck up, because I think he has him sitting there with the mindset of, oh shit, I have to keep dropping. But then again, I feel like Kendrick has the upper hand with that shit, you know. I'm gonna actually see if I showed y'all this shit up in the shits. Did I? Hold on. Okay, so yeah, I want to show y'all this. I don't think I showed y'all this in a reaction, but in this reaction at least, a nigga be forgetting this shit. But look, Drake, I looked this shit up. Look, Drake respond. Look, here it go right here. So Drake responds to fake daughter, the fake daughter shit. So let's go images. So here it go right here. So this shit right here, this is what makes, open a new tab. This is what makes me sit there and just look at Drake and just be like, this shit was, it's mad sus how he keep on saying you coming with fake news, or, you know, all of that bullshit. It's like, this is the image right here, and then right here, these are the words that he said. He said, nah, damn motherfucker, I can't. All right, they got it. He put the laughing emojis. He said, nah, hold on. Can someone find my hidden daughter, please, and send her to me? These guys are in shambles. It makes it seem like Drake was surprised by this shit that Kendrick said. Now, if Drake actually plotted it, he could have did something like, got your ass, put me up on that shit and was like, got your ass, and then been like, gotcha, on some shit like that. And then now it's believe behind your shit. But when you sitting there saying like, we created that story, it's like, my nigga, how the hell you create the story but you talking about some all that shit? It's just like, it makes you less credible. It does that to you, Drake, whenever you sit there and say it. Now you should, maybe it's something that Drake should have, he was like, fuck, I should have done that. Nigga, shit, you never know. Somebody else may diss you. Or maybe you can do that still. You can still do it. Just wait. You ain't have to come out and then be like, oh shit, you know, just wait. Just wait. And then do it again. And then now really have some type of way to flip it. Because he didn't have no type of way to flip this. Why? Because he was surprised by it. He didn't know that Kendrick was going to say that in the song, because he didn't put it out there. This nigga's lying. you know. So that's just how I feel about it. That's just my opinion on it. I feel like with Drake, to end this out, I feel like with Drake, he's in a win-lose-lose situation because I feel like the way that he can win, excuse me, I burped, is if Kendrick does not, if Kendrick continues to not deny these rumors of him hitting his girl, I think that that's how Drake can actually win, because it's just like, hey, my nigga, you ain't denied it. I ain't heard no denying of the shit yet. Like, straight up, like, no, I didn't hear her. You know, I need to hear that, because other than that, there's nothing that is gonna make me sit down and say, oh no. He can sit there and say, fabricating stories on a family front because you heard Mr. Morale. You can say shit like that, but I feel like, and plus that song right there, I think that's Euphoria, right? Yeah, that's Euphoria. So Drake didn't say anything about you hitting her up in the in that one song. He didn't say that. He said that shit in Family Matters, and you still ain't responded to it. You had 2 chances to, and you didn't, because you dropped Meet the Grams, and then you dropped Not Like Us. So I feel like that's how Drake can get a win. If they continue to go back and forth, and Kendrick continues to deny, and Drake continues to come with, at least like quality music like this, not no bullshit, then way that Drake can lose is if he completely just says, I'm not doing this shit no more, fuck this shit, I'm through, I'm not rapping no more, because he keep on lying, I'm not rapping no more. I would just at least say drop a couple more, even if Kendrick got 10. Drop a couple more quality, like I said, niggas want to shake their head with the shit. Yeah, you can sit down and be like, oh, I'm finna just do these slow songs and give y'all niggas facts and shit. Yeah, you can do that. But niggas like the head bop too, so don't forget that. And I think that that's what Drake has planned. I think he got that plan. And another way that I feel like Drake can lose is if Kendrick actually comes out and starts to deny the shit, and then also gives facts on what Drake is wanting facts from, That's where it can get real lethal for Drake. Well, real deadly for Drake, because it's just like, shit, you fucking lost, nigga, So, and then whenever it comes down to Kendrick Lamar, I feel like Kendrick Lamar is only in a win-lose situation, because I feel like he can win by continuing to be consistent. Drake is, Drake damn near know. Yeah, he got about 10. He damn near know. He got about 10, 12. He damn near making more. Because that's what you do. You get aggressive and you be like, bro, I'm gonna rap until you shut the fuck up, And then that's how you look at a nigga and just say, I'm gonna rap until you shut the fuck up. That's how you look at that shit. And then whenever it comes down to that, I think Kendrick can do that by continuing to will continue to do that by continuing to be consistent. Make Drake get so fatigued that he like, bro, fuck it. And he start tapping out, because he like, I'm not finna keep rapping with you, my nigga. And then now Kendrick holding 10 more diss tracks that he got for him. That doesn't mean you drop them all. You drop a couple more, and then boom, now Drake just sitting there like, bro, I'm done. And then now Drake tapping out, and now it's gonna look like Drake tapping out, but it has to be of quality. It can't be no bullshit though, So, and I feel like he at least has to, including with the win, if he really wants it, I feel like he has to include, in some type of way, he has to include him denying or confirming what is being said. Because whenever you don't confirm or deny something and you just stay quiet about it, I've been saying that a lot this year, that silence tells a lot. You can tell with people's silence and shit. So Kendrick Lamar being silent about it is making me believe Drake. And I believe Drake whenever it come down to Kendrick Lamar putting his hands on her and shit, So I just feel like that, that's just what it is. His silence is telling all, And then I feel like Kendrick can lose if he does just that, continues to not respond to the shit that Drake is saying, continues to come up with these crazy ass stories, because after the 11-year-old daughter angle, I ain't heard that no more. And then after the pedophile shit, it's just like, it seemed like Kendrick just got shit, but we need some proof, like some shit where I can, like I said, I can search it up, I can look it up and be like, damn, Drake, this your daughter, where it's proof, where he has like, oh shit, some nigga drop, nigga, if you can get that shit, which I highly doubt you can, but if you can get like the motherfucking papers that show like, yeah, that's his daughter, ooh, Drake, ooh Drake, but it seemed like Kendrick Lamar just want to keep on. You a pedophile. You a goddamn. You a pedophile. You a motherfucking. You got another daughter. You got another son too. And it's just like, nigga, where you getting this information from? You know, because Drake already looking at it, playing that angle where he's sitting there saying, oh, we put that shit out there. He already playing that angle that they put it out there. So it's like, damn, Kendrick, you know, no pun intended, damn, Kendrick Lamar. No, okay. But it's already looking spooky. It's getting a little spooky because it's just like, Kendrick, you got to confirm or deny. Flip that shit, whether you confirm it or deny it, because you can flip it in some type of way, confirming or denying. And then you also got to start bringing facts to the table, because that's how Kendrick can lose. He can drop bops and shit like that, but if Drake continuing to look and saying, hey, all my shit is facts, I'm going to actually start to look, you know, take consideration into that. Because it's just like, what proof do you have that he's a pedophile, my nigga? You can sit there and say that he, just because, you know, people do say that you are who you hang around and shit, but that is not necessarily true. If somebody has had a past and shit like that, yeah, they'll be called a pedophile forever, because that shit is disgusting, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Drake, that just because Drake is like friends with him and shit, that does not make him a pedophile as well, you know? And that's something that Kendrick Lamar is slamming down on Drake, and it's just like, yeah, bitch, you a pedophile. And it's like, nigga, what proof do you have of that? You know? And not sometimes niggas just be just like me, where they lazy, you know? I got a life to live. I got shit to do, money to make, all this shit, videos to make as well, my nigga. And I'm not gonna be looking into Drake and Kendrick Lamar's life like that. So, nigga, you say it, and I'm gonna look that shit up. So you gotta, you know, you gotta, you know, give it the program. You know, I looked up a couple things while I'm doing these reactions and shit, just to fact check. You know, so as I said, Kendrick, you gotta come with that, because that's how you can lose if you continue to do these things where you continue to not confirm or deny some of the shit that Drake, well, the shit that Drake is saying, and then on top of that, because Drake confirms and denies it. I've heard him do it a bunch of times through all of these disses. He confirms and denies certain shit. And also, Kendrick can lose with the in the same category if he doesn't confirm or deny, and if he doesn't give us some type of proof behind the shit he's saying about Drake, you know? And it's just like, shit, hey, that's how you can lose. So I say win, lose for Drake, win, lose for Kendrick. But Kendrick is like, Drake got two L's that he could possibly take, and Kendrick only got one, and they both got two W's, well, one W that they can possibly take and shit. But I feel like Kendrick is skating on thinner ice, because this is something big, and he not confirming or denying it, you know? And Drake is just sitting there like, what fucking proof do you have? Drake's proof behind Kendrick hitting his wife and shit, he claimed, oh, she ain't saying nothing. And on top of it, Kendrick, you ain't saying nothing. Nigga, the nigga who's rapping, who does this, you ain't saying nothing. So that's kind of his proof right there, you know? So that's what I'm waiting for, man. But yeah, other than that, hey, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, please make sure I hit that like button, comment down below anything that y'all want. I would highly appreciate it. No cap. Hey, Drake did his motherfucking thing. Will Kendrick respond? I don't fucking know. I feel like he will, because he been going fucking crazy. But again, I don't fucking know. Shit, share all of my videos and don't be stingy. And please make sure I hit that subscribe button, plus the bell, so I get notified every single time I drop a video. Hey, y'all go check out all of those reactions I did to all these disses. Because, hey, these niggas been going crazy. No bullshit. Shit, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching.